Okay, one of my lights is like greener than the other one and I'm really confused. I don't know what's going on. Or maybe I'm just like blind. I don't know. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I've actually been like planning this for a while now. I just never really got to it. I feel like it's just time, okay? It's time. I feel like Kylie Jenner has been killing the no makeup look, like that super just soft glam. If you guys don't already know, her makeup artist is Makeup by Ariel. He also does Shea Mitchell's makeup. He is like one of my favorite makeup artists. He is so amazing at doing that soft glam, natural makeup look. I like to call this makeup look like, I feel like this is how we trick the men. And yeah, I feel like Kylie, like she's always kind of been like at the top of her game when it comes to like her makeup. I feel like recently she's just like outdone herself with this whole like soft glam look that she does. I've just been so in love with it. Her makeup literally looks flawless in every single picture. And so yeah, that's why I wanted to sit down today and try to recreate her iconic everyday makeup look based off a photo that I've seen. And I'm gonna put up the two photos right here. I'm sure you guys have seen these before on your IG feed. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm just gonna try my best to try and show you guys how to do this look at home. I'm up for the task, you guys. I really am. So yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Also give this video a thumbs up before you guys start watching, or at the end if you actually do like it, if you guys end up hating it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I want to cut this intro short, so if you guys want to see me try and recreate Kylie Jenner's iconic everyday makeup look, then make sure you guys go ahead and keep on watching. Before you guys do your makeup, you guys always want to make sure your face is freshly washed, exfoliated. I try to exfoliate like 2 to 3 times a week. It helps out so much with making sure that your skin is prepped and ready to go and as smooth as possible for your makeup application. Okay, don't forget it. And then I went ahead and I moisturized. I'm gonna go in with my primer. I do have an oily skin type, so this is like what I do, but if you guys have a drier skin type, then I would kind of skip out on this. This is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. This is a mattifying slash pore refining primer. It basically just fills in your pores to give you that super smooth texture. I'm mainly just gonna apply this like in my T-zone, so my nose, forehead, chin. All right, so I'm gonna start off by doing my brows, and I'm just using this brow pencil. Usually we'll go in with like a brow powder, but I've been kind of stalking Makeup by Ariel, and he likes to use a brow pencil. This is the It Cosmetics Brow Powerful Universal Taupe. So I'm just gonna start by filling in my brows. You guys, I've been trying to grow out my brows, but I guess for the sake of this video, I am going to tweeze out some of the excess little hairs because I want this to be as Kylie Jenner-esque as possible and not have my brows be super bushy because she likes her brows to be like really thin. I'm just kind of filling in, shaping out my brow, and then like going with the other side of the brush to brush them out and get rid of any excess product. And I kind of go back to my old brow shape, which was more rounded. Recently I've been loving that like straight brow look, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to do more rounded out brows. All right, there's a little before and after. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set them now using my Anastasia brow gel, which is out. Damn, I really don't have another one. Wow. Okay, so now I'm just gonna lightly clean up the brows. They look a little bit too dark, so I'm gonna kind of like try and thin them out. Taking my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm pretty sure the one that Makeup by Ariel uses is like the Kevin Aquan one, but I've never tried that before, so I'm just gonna stick with my girl. Okay, so this is kind of a tip that I picked up from Makeup by Ariel. I don't actually do this on the daily. I usually will just go straight in with my sponge and blend out my foundation that way, but this is the way that he likes to do it. So he'll just take a foundation brush, apply the foundation first using a brush, and then go in with a sponge to kind of blend it out and get rid of that excess product. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. Taking my Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation. This is like my all-time fave. I have a, like I said, I have a oily skin type. This one's kind of more on the matte version. If you guys have a dry skin type, then try out the Luminous foundation from Giorgio Armani. But so I'm just gonna go ahead and start to buff this into the skin super lightly. I'm just gonna kind of push, press, and like lift. I usually mainly will just focus on eyes, but for this video, for the sake of this video, I'm going to focus on skin. Having platinum hair and doing your foundation is literally a nightmare because if you get your foundation in your hair, it's going to literally turn orange and there's no avoiding it. All right, while it's still wet, I'm gonna take my sponge and just go over everything, lift off any excess product, just so throughout the day it doesn't like cake up or anything on my skin. Don't forget about your ears, but watch out for your earrings. Wow, I love that for me. All right, so for around my brows, I'm gonna take this small brush and I'm gonna take some foundation on there, and I'm basically gonna use this brush to apply foundation around my brows where I missed. Okay, so for my concealer, I'm actually gonna be mixing some shades. So I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium, and I'm just gonna apply this right here, kind of up toward my cheekbone. And then I'm gonna take this concealer, which is super light, but it's not as full coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape. It's just gonna give me like brightness under my eye. This is the Nabla Close-Up Concealer. This is the lightest one I have, and I wanna kind of highlight. So I'm just gonna apply this on the sides of my nose and kind of bring it out towards this, right towards this under eye part, because I want this area right here to be the brightest. Kylie always has this super bright under eye and kind of like a contoured nose. I'm also gonna take this a little bit on my chin, just slightly because it is really light. Keep its bow, and then obviously I'm gonna take it also in the center of my forehead. By the way, I'm using the Morphe sponge. This one is like absolutely my favorite. I think Beauty Blender actually changed their like sponge formula, and I haven't been feeling Beauty Blender, but this one I highly recommend it. Your regular like teardrop shape, and then these two kind of like slanted edges that you can use for contouring or just getting around your brows and stuff. I love this sponge. I'm gonna go kind of out to in, so I'm just gonna blend out this outer edge first, and then I'm gonna blend the lighter color afterwards. Once I get to the side of the nose, I'm just gonna kind of like pinch my sponge like this so I have more control over it. That way I can blend out this like super harsh edge that we have going on here without taking it on my actual bridge. You guys will see this step is super important to help out with like the nose contour afterwards. Okay, so once we have all our cream products on, I'm gonna go ahead and bake. And you guys, if you are a returning subscriber, you know that I don't bake. Okay, I have a different technique that I do is I'll just take the powder and I press it into the skin until it kind of dissolves and that's in with the makeup. That's how I do it, but I know the Kardashians are super religious about baking, so I'm gonna be baking today. Using the Anastasia Laura Mercier, the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. I'm gonna be baking kind of lightly though. I'm not gonna do it super like drastically. So before I do that, I'm gonna blend out any creases, and I'm just going to bake starting on the side of the nose and then kind of gradually bringing it under my eye. Oh shit, I need to put a new battery in my camera, but let's finish this. Okay, so I'm baking the sides of my nose. This will kind of brighten up and cancel out any shadows on the sides of my nose. And I'm also gonna bake the center of my forehead to brighten up this area too, and then the chin. And I'm gonna use whatever's left on here and press this around my smile line and also my cupid's bow. And I'm just gonna lightly set everywhere else using a brush, which I never do. Okay, for some reason it just doesn't work for my skin. I feel like it picks up the foundation and makes me look kind of like patchy, but I'm gonna do it really lightly today and hopefully it works out. But I'm gonna grab a little bit of Laura Mercier and just lightly pat this into the rest of my face. Now I'm gonna go in and lightly bronze using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I'm gonna avoid your bake, okay? By all means, avoid the bake. And then I'm gonna bronze the cheekbones, kind of make this face just to show where your natural cheekbones are. Again, I'm trying to do everything with like a really light hand so that it's subtle, but it's there, okay? That's the key to like natural, no makeup makeup. This is how we fool the men, okay? And once that's on, I'm gonna bake underneath that contour. I didn't really contour, I just lightly bronzed, but I'm gonna kind of mimic the contour just using bake those. So I love this sponge because you can really get like right in there and snatch out your cheekbones. Yes, ma'am. All right, so I'm gonna wait on blush and highlight till after I wipe off this bake. I'm gonna go into the eyes now, so I'm actually gonna be using my bronzer for this step. So the bronzer that I used before was the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I'm gonna grab some bronzer on this blending brush. This is like my favorite blending brush ever. You know it's your favorite brush when like the base of it kind of looks like this. Like there's parts chipping off, there's makeup all over it. Like that's when you know. It's actually from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush collection. This is the JH32 brush. A dupe for this would be the Morphe M441 brush. I'm not sure if they're still selling that collection, but it's pretty much like the same brush as the Morphe M441. Okay, and I'm gonna lightly kind of start to shape out my eye a little bit in the most subtle way possible. I wouldn't even call this eyeshadow. This is kind of like more like eye contouring, if you will. We're gonna be contouring our eyes. I'm gonna start by kind of just rounding out my eye shape a little bit, kind of feel out where your bone is and just add some depth to it. And I'm also gonna do my little trick that I showed you guys in my soft glam makeup tutorial, where I take the bronzer up towards this brow and I kind of do like almost a fake like cut crease, but it's not gonna be as harsh or sharp as that. Just subtly taking it right up to where that brow is and trying to connect it to this kind of bridge of my nose. Bridge? Wait, what would you call this part right here? This like top part of your nose. I'm connecting it to there. Wow, my throat. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm basically doing. I'm gonna kind of lightly just blend this into the brow and then also kind of super lightly, I feel like I'm gonna say that with every step, lightly bring it towards this nose. So kind of shape it out like this, okay? I'm also going to try and wing this out a little bit by bringing it out toward my temple. This will kind of extend out your eyes, give you that really like snatched, lifted look. All right, I'm gonna repeat that same step on this eye. So now I'm grabbing this palette. This is the Beauty Bay Nude Matte Palette, and I'm grabbing this light color right here to just kind of like brighten up my lid a little bit. So I'm just gonna apply this, kind of take it up like this so that it looks super snatched in this little corner. This is kind of what I mean by like faking that cut crease. And also just getting rid of any of the bronzer that might have gotten on my lid. I think I'm good with that. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. And I know you guys are probably wondering what the fuck are you gonna use that for. I'm gonna use this as an eyeliner actually. So the reason I'm using a kind of brown taupey color is because it's gonna look a lot more subtle in the grand scheme of things, especially with my coloring. I feel like if you have black hair and brown eyes like Kylie, then definitely use like a black eyeliner. But for my, you know, coloring, I'm gonna use a brown one because it's just gonna look a lot more subtle on me. Black would be too much, okay? The key to doing this eyeliner is by not taking it all the way across your eye. I don't wanna kind of measure it out. So look straight in your mirror, and basically where you're gonna wanna stop the liner is right on this outer edge. Like, do you guys see like where your actual eye kind of cornea ends? Right on that outer kind of third. That's where you're gonna wanna stop it, okay? This makes the biggest difference when it comes to actually making your eyes look bigger and more elongated. I see that Kylie has the tea already. All right, she already does this. This is a technique that I've been doing for like the longest time, and it makes the biggest difference. And Miss Kylie, she's already on that wave, okay? She knows what's up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I can't talk while I do this, so I'm just gonna kind of like speed this up for you guys. And I'm also doing like a really, really, really small little baby wing. All right, you see, I stopped it right where my eyeball ends. Not my eyeball, but like the coloring of my eye. What would you call that? Oh my God, all right. Woo, all right, there's a little before and after. Do you guys see that? Incredible, incredible. I don't know if Kylie has like eyelash extensions or if she uses individuals, but she always kind of has like the most subtle lashes, but it doesn't look like it's just mascara, you feel me? So I'm actually gonna take some lashes, cut them up, and then use them as individual lashes because I don't actually have individual lashes. I'm pretty sure she has lash extensions. I have no idea. Someone let me know. Okay, so lashes are on. I basically just tried to go for that like winged out look. So I kind of did like the smaller lashes in the front and then gradually went out to like the longer lashes. Yeah, so I went ahead, applied the lashes, then I curled them, and then I went in with some mascara just to kind of blend my natural lashes with the falsies. Now I'm gonna take some bronzer. I'm just gonna do a light little lower lash line, just subtly, nothing too crazy down here, just that there's something down there, you know what I mean, but nothing too crazy. So now last thing I have to do for the eyes is pretty much just do some lower lash line mascara. All right, I think it's time that we wipe off this bake. I'm gonna wipe it off real quick right now so we can just finish up the rest of the face. Okay, I noticed Kylie kind of has this like iconic little nose contour she's been doing recently, so I'm gonna try to mimic that. I never usually contour my nose, so I want to keep this really subtle. But I'm gonna grab a way lighter bronzer color and just lightly contour the sides of my nose. Like barely, okay? And then I'm kind of gonna bring it up and meet the eyeshadow. I'm literally using the lightest hand possible to do this because I hate contouring my nose. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to. And I'm just gonna tap out the edges of it. Kind of go over it a little bit so it's not too harsh. And then I got this teeny little brush and highlight tip of my nose and also the bridge, darling. Okay, so now for blush, I noticed in the picture she has like a pretty strong ass blush moment going on. I'm gonna do pretty heavy blush, but mainly just on the apples, kind of blend it out into the contour. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys which one I'm using. I'm using the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in the shade Ibiza, which is really, really pink. I'm gonna lightly take some just under my nose. I notice this kind of brings everything together. So I'm doing a little bit just under my nose and then also on the chin. So now the last thing I have to do is lips, and I'm gonna do kind of like a little lip combo. I noticed in this photo she kind of has like a darker shade just outlining her lips. I'm assuming she used a lip liner, but then in the center of her lips she has like a really light pinky kind of nude. So for that, I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever liquid lipsticks in 103 on the outer part of my lip and then 101 on the inner part of my lip to kind of brighten it up. This will also give you the illusion of fuller lips if you have that kind of darker color on the outside and then a light one to kind of bring your lips forward. It'll look a lot plumper. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face now using my Urban Decay. I should have done this before I did mascara, but learn from my mistake, all right? You should probably set your face before you go in with mascara because there's a chance it'll run. I'm gonna leave my eyes open just in case. Okay guys, so that pretty much wraps up this trying to do my makeup like Kylie Jenner makeup tutorial. I think I did pretty good. Oh, my friend's FaceTiming me. She's gonna have to fucking wait, okay? Obviously the point of this video wasn't to try and look like Kylie Jenner or like mimic her features or anything like that. I kind of wanted to try out her soft glam on my features with my coloring and everything like that, and it ended up being pretty fun. And I actually really love this look. I think it's so pretty and really subtle. I might try doing this in the future. Also, if there's any other celebrities you guys want me to try this video out with, definitely let me know down below and I'll try to kind of recreate their makeup look on my face, okay? Yeah, again, if you guys are a newbie to my channel, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. This video a thumbs up. I promise it's a good time over here, all right? Come join the family. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next video on Friday. Bye guys!